Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, can you see me? It's a little bit better now. Let me try something here. Let me try. Okay, that's much better. It's not great, but it's much better. Again, we are. Well, first, let me introduce myself for all those who are new to the channel, or the ones who have subscribed. My name is Dr. TKO. Um, I am the founder of Hallelujah Wellness and Coaching, which is a life coaching and counseling group, um, organization, or company. And I do counseling, life coaching, and of course, it's our Dr. TKO show. Welcome to the Dr. TKO show. We typically try to do, if you haven't seen, our very first one was an interview with a wonderful woman by the name of Carolyn. And hopefully we'll have her back on soon for an update. She's doing much better, you guys. So um, we will definitely go from there. Um, I am also going to let you guys know that we are um, going to be doing some updates, huge updates soon. Huge updates soon. And I want to get a couple people on to do a live interview, a phone interview, of course, and just to see, about their life and how they overcame, um, just the many different things that they overcame in their life and things of that nature. If you have any questions or concerns or anything of the sort, write into holocuriaworks at outlook.com. Again, that is holocuriaworks at outlook.com. That's HOLOKERIA. Works, WORKS. It's a conjunction at outlook.com. And I will take the questions and we'll read them live on air. We'll give you a great resolution and an answer to your problem or your situation. Again, that's how works at outlook.com. And of course, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. We do not have a platform on Instagram yet, but that is to come. Okay, so of course, let's get into this. And again, please be on the lookout. We are getting ready to launch some major things very soon. We will be actually traveling as well. Again, so I want to do some pictures or videos concerning where we're going and get ready to do a speaking engagement soon. Uber excited about it. It's going to be um, somewhere quite cozy, and I'll give you more details later. It's relatively set in stone, but we will give you more details as they follow. Okay, so let's jump into this. Woo! We are going to talk about, as you can tell, the title was concerning regret. And regret is a very powerful, very sneaky uh, um, thing, being it, being a power or a mindset, a mind thought, um, or a life force. Regret is defined as sorrowful, being sorrowful, um, and with it reminding you of being sorrowful, it's almost like yourself wants to repeal from a past decision. Um, It's a sadness, a or disappointment over something that has happened or that I've done or you've done or someone has done. Sometimes, especially a lost or missed opportunity. Um, it is also. It is also. Sorry, I had to. It is also a sorrow. It's a very heaviness. It causes a pressure. It's almost like its own pressure. The pressure not only comes on your physical body, but your spirit and your soul. Um, our perception on how we see things sometimes causes us to lack understanding. The lacking of understanding, what will happen is that we will not be secure in a place to where we're able to come to a divine resolution. Every divinic resolution is not the same. For instance, um, I have a wonderful, wonderful dear friend of mine who happened to recently go through something that was very traumatic for her. And she recognized her part in the situation. And so, even though she did, it was still traumatic for her, sorrowful for her. Her self sorrow introduced her to shame. And then that shame introduced her to condemnation. And so there's a threefold trajectory to something such as so small, but so wide and so big. Um, Regret can cause you to live in the past. It's likened unto a doorway, and in order for you to move forward, you have to fight the memory of what you done or what was done concerning you. And so you have to be able to relinquish the control that you did not have at the moment, be it strength to control or the strength to be able to walk away or to do. Those are three different areas: the strength to control, the strength to walk away, and control inside of itself. It's a meek control. You have control over your mind. It's the mastery of the art of controlling your peace, your inner peace, um, or falling into a temptation or something that would goes against your own self morals or your own uh, morals that you haven't identified before. There's something in you that just genuinely feels as though that this is wrong. It's the maturity of nature, the nature of who you are, which then goes into your morality that you may or you may not know. So, what then are we saying? What then are we saying? What then are we saying? We are saying that regret is a psychological and a soulful on the emotional plane or the emotional realm that causes you to be stuck with the inability to access freedom. This not only causes you to be stuck, but it also leads you into sorrow. The pressure of it can be so heavy upon your spirit or upon your mind. And what happens is then you begin to transcend or move into sorrow. Now, sorrow is a whole different beast. We'll talk about this in part two. And then you'll live in this condemnation. Condemnation. There's many different types of condemnation. There's self-condemnation. Sometimes the boomerang effect of you being able to see someone in the inabilities in their ability to be able to walk in a certain light or walk in a certain truth. When it comes back to boomerang on you, you'll feel condemned when you wind up doing it. Why? Because He was like, I'll never do that. But you don't know. And so a lot of times, in order for you to stay out of place of regret, um, the easiest, the divine way to stay out of the place of regret, no matter what happens, no matter what you do, be it by accident or it's like you're falling into this meticulous pattern, um, is to walk in a place of understanding. One of the highest, one of the characters of love is understanding. One of the characters of peace is understanding. One of the characters of joy begins with understanding. A lot of roads connect and synergize with understanding. To walk in understanding is to be able to walk in a place of such divine peace and such divine compassion. Those are the two highest, peace and compassion. One, because we have so many people that are so focused and concerned about two things, either someone else's life or someone else's situation or their own situation. And that can tend to be a weight that's undesired or undeserved. Or we hear something and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe that person did that. Um, and it's absolutely true. Sometimes it's like, were you thinking? But you have to make sure that you have the ability to grasp and come to the other side of maturity and say to yourself, I am worth and worthy of giving this person grace or giving this person the passageway. Why? Because I could be in that same situation. Anybody could have been in that same situation, not aware and not disciplined prerequisite, pre ahead of time. Sorry, not prerequisite, blah, pre ahead of time. Um, because how we respond to a situation or a clause, to every cause, there's a reaction. Um, there's no in between. There's a moment that there is a standstill, but there's not a moment to where you won't have to react. You're going to react some type of way. Even if you stay in the middle, eventually, be it now, be it 5 years, be it 10 years, be it 15 years down the road, eventually there's going to cause a reaction. So ultimately, it's coming into the divine place, sitting on the throne and being liberated by understanding, because then you can walk in compassion. So I did not want to keep you long. We're going to come back with a part two. I really, really, really want you guys to meet some more people. One woman in particular, I haven't been able to really get a hold of her right yet. So we're still working on some things, and getting some things prioritized for the show. Of course, I am Dr. TKO. Again, like, comment, subscribe, um, and don't forget to share. If this has helped you or is helping someone else, please share this with someone. Enlighten them on things so that they'll have a greater understanding of themselves and that they have a greater understanding of what's going on. And again, we're going to come back with the part two. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, you all are having a wonderful day. And yeah, I'm going to say grace and peace be multiplied unto you all, and may it bring you peace. Love and light be unto you, and grace. Talk to you all soon. Remember, HolloCourierWorks@book.com if you would like any services. And I look forward to chatting with you on Twitter or on Facebook, HolloCourier.works on Facebook, and HolloCourier Wellness HWC on Twitter. And I think that's about right. You should see something down here soon about it. And if not, I'll leave it in the description of it in the and I'll leave it in the comments. Again, till next time, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.